But we are going live. Welcome, 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 folks. It's Bob Spyro with the X-Fuse Online Wellness Revolution. Let me tell you, we're really going crazy here. I got to scratch my head and pinch myself every once in a while because I wonder if I'm not dreaming, Welcome to all the guests and people who are going to be watching this recording. You can't blame us because we've just come off of the most incredible Diamond boot camp, and I can guarantee you one thing: it'll be the smallest, but it was the most sensitive event. Now, I'm going to introduce you to some people who were there, but it's a deja vu. It reminds me of many, many years ago when I used to attend intimate presentations with 100 people in the back office of a company that went on to grow to 500 million, but unfortunately it was started by the wrong owners, if you will. People get greedy along the way, and they ruined an entirely incredible opportunity. But I saw people making millions. We sold millions of dollars worth of that product, made hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we retired us out of the corporate America rat race. Well, roll the clock forward, and what if you had that ideal, the ideal storm, if you will, in the business community, with, as you know, the now 8-year-old rock-solid debt-free company with incredible, life-changing, category-creating products, and just a most lucrative compensation plan. And the oyster, the world is our oyster, so to speak. We've got a proven track record, and you're going to meet the men here who are responsible for the U.S. launch. What I'm going to do is run through the why X-Fuse on the technical aspect of the phytonutrients. But before I do, I'm going to go down to Pittsburgh and introduce you to two gentlemen very responsible here for the U.S. expansion. First up, Gio, I'd like to bring out. Gio, I know it was an honor to see you speaking this weekend. Share with people a little bit about your background and why you're so excited about what we're doing right now, right here with X-Fuse, if you will.
Sure. Thanks, Bob, and thanks for having us here on the Google Hangout. And this is something that Bob's been doing now every Tuesday night, and it's growing. And we've definitely have a revolution here for sure. My background is over 30 years, actually almost 35, in network marketing. Started around 1980 and did pretty well with a couple companies. And we found X-Fuse International here about a year ago through my friend Mark Kotler, who's here with us as well. And you know what? You've got to have all of the right ingredients to have the best company, and it takes a lot of different elements to put on the table to make that happen. So the right owners, the right integrity at the top, a track record if you can have it, and we do, 7.5 years, and doing $40 million a year in business, and we're debt-free. And here in the United States, less than 1%, less than 0.5% of the U.S. population even knows about us, so it's perfect timing. And incredible products, too. So back to you, Bob.
Hey, Gio, thanks so much. You know, the timing is impeccable here. And next up is, I'd like to call out Mark Kotler. Actually, he's been with us the longest, got the most experience, and he's got the biggest smile on his face because he's the happiest man in the world. Let's face it. You got to be happy, and you can tell. We're just a happy bunch of people because we found a new home. Mark, why don't you say a few words to the folks before I get going here?
Yeah, I just want to say that I've been doing this for over 30 years, half of my life, and I've never experienced anything like this. It's such a great company. The owners have such integrity. The products are the best I've ever seen in the industry. The timing, it's a 7-year-old debt-free company that really exploded in Japan, and now it's come over to the U.S. So we have a ground floor opportunity with a 7-year-old debt-free company, and our team's leading the charge, and you couldn't be at a better place at a better time. If you want to make a lot of money and you want to have a lot of fun and help a lot of people, then you're definitely in the right place, because that's exactly right. It's all about timing, and within the next year, this company's going to go into momentum, and it's going to become a billion-dollar company. So you're absolutely in the right place, and Bob's a great leader, so I thank you for that, Bob.
One thing, Gio, excuse me, Mark, would you like to share with folks what's going to happen tomorrow night on the team call and invite people out? And maybe you might just say what, I don't know if you know what the number is offhand, but say a little plug for the call tomorrow night.
Yeah, the call.
We'll be going over.
Yeah, it's going to be, we just came back from West Palm Beach, and the leaders that were there that spoke, and some others as well, are going to give a testimony on what they experienced over the weekend. It was just the most amazing weekend. We had so much fun, and we all know that we are just at the right place of this incredible explosion. So the number is 206-402-0100, and 620 pound would be the passcode to get in. So it's 206-402-0100, and it's 620 pound to get in. You need to get on that call, because you're gonna see the excitement and how you can be part of that excitement.
Awesome, awesome, and I know events are tantamount to success, and you need to be at our next event if you're serious about going diamond here and making this a full-time occupation, if you will. That'll be in October, so you got 4 good months to build here, and there's no reason why you can't pay for it from commissions you can earn this month after you learn what I'm going to share with you and what we've shared on previous hangouts. I've never seen an event with so much energy, so much power, so many talented speakers, just everything coming together. And tonight what I'm going to be focusing on is the power of phytonutrients and what's really so unique about our products. Actually, if you're watching this presentation, I'm going to do a screen share, but as you look here on the right, you'll see the 3rd link down where you can actually download this presentation here. But let's face it, folks, in the pursuit of creating more healthy millionaires, we know we have category creating products here, and there's good reason for it. What I'm going to be sharing with you is the why they are what they are and why they're so important today to protect your health. So what are phytonutrients? Well, basically they're key substances that are simply the compounds, within plants that have a capacity for reaction and interaction. See, the phyto is derived from the Greek ancient word, the plant. And let me tell you that there's got to be thousands, if there are hundreds, if not thousands, of different types of phytonutrients, although just a fractional percentage of them have been identified in nutritional laboratories. These chemical compounds are so new, first ones discovered in research, since about the 70s, that many nutritionists and scientists still haven't agreed upon common names. Some of them will call them phytochemicals, some of them are called nutraceuticals, phytomims, phytonutrients, bioactive compounds, functional foods, even designer foods. But the reality is they work tremendously well. So what are phytonutrients or phytochemicals? You guys can see my screen okay, right? Okay. The term phyto is derived from the ancient Greek word plants. Phytochemicals, aka phytonutrients, are non-nutritive plant chemicals that have protective or disease preventative properties. They're non-essential, and these compounds are so new. The first ones were only discovered back in the 70s. The history of phytochemicals, they've been studied now actually for 5,000 years. The Chinese have the oldest medicine system around. Medicinal plants are traditionally used all over the world. They're just showing up here with established footholds in the West, if you will, and more and more people are recognizing X-Fuse as the leader in this technology. So the history of phytochemicals began with Hippocrates back in 460 BC, and Aristotle, okay? The Greek physician Dioscorides wrote the book, The Materia Medicina, the 1st century AD. During the 80s, many laboratories started to identify phytochemicals in plants, and they tried to use them in medicines. Many of these discovered phytochemicals seem to fight diseases such as cancer, heart attack, and stroke. Well, what do you know about that? At the same time, other scientists conducting epidemiological studies to determine the relationship between the consumption of certain phytochemicals and human health. Most of the studies showed that diets rich in plants give lower rates of cancer and heart disease. That's a clue, folks. If you want to be healthy, then you need to have a diet that's infused with these nutrient-rich phytochemicals. So how do they work? Well, there's hormonal action with the isoflavones found in soy, in human estrogens that help to reduce menopausal symptoms and osteoporosis. Phytochemicals will stimulate enzymes, which are indoles. They're found in cabbages. They stimulate enzymes that make the estrogen less effective and could reduce the risk of breast cancer. Other phytochemicals which interfere with enzymes are protease, terpenes, etc. Well, interference with DNA replication, saponins found in beans interfere with the replication of cell DNA, thereby preventing the multiplication of cancer cells. Wow, isn't that cool? Capsaicin found in hot peppers, proteins, and DNA from carcinogens. So, isn't that interesting? Also, antibacterial effect. Phytochemical allicin from garlic has antibacterial properties. And physical action. Some phytochemicals bind physically to cell walls, thereby preventing the adhesion of pathogens to human cells. So this is nothing new. This is what we're learning that's been taught to us from people who have been using these herbs for medicine and vitamins and phytochemicals for centuries. It's Hippocrates said it well. Let food be thy medicine, and medicine be thy food. Matter of fact, I just did a blog post about that because it's a very important reality. All these products are plant-based and vitamin-based extracts where we've taken the most bioactive, nutritive properties out of these products and put them in an easy, delicious delivery system. And this chart talks about the different colors of the classes of foods and what their protective substances and possible actions are. So the more plants and vegetables you eat, the higher antioxidant capacity your body has. And that's what you're doing. You're warding off free radicals. Where do free radicals come from? The air you breathe, the water you drink, the food you eat. They're everywhere. Today, because of the way they process food, it's hard not to have chemicals in your diet. Even the city puts poisons like chlorine and fluorine in your water, and you get it in the dentist, you get it in the doctor. They want to give you shots every year. You don't need all that stuff. Most of the sickness and disease can be prevented with diet, exercise, and nutrition. And we're here to teach you about that. So, free radicals are what damage your cells and cause degenerative diseases. You see, they're unstable molecules which react easily with essential molecules of our body, including DNA, fat, and proteins. All organic and inorganic materials consist of atoms which can be bound together to form molecules. Each atom has a specific number of protons, which are positively charged ions, and electrons, negatively charged, okay? Most single atoms are not stable because they have too many electrons. Atoms try to reach a stable state of maximum stability by giving away or receiving electrons from other atoms, thereby forming molecules. What happens is free radicals are molecules which have one electron too much or too less, and in order to be stable, they try to take it away from healthy cells. So free radicals try to steal or give electrons to other molecules, thereby changing their chemical structure and their health. Okay, that's how it works. So how free radicals destroy DNA? When a free radical attacks a molecule, it will then become a free radical itself, causing a chain reaction which can result in the destruction of a cell. Antioxidants have the property to neutralize free radicals without becoming a free radical themselves. So that's why it's important to have enough antioxidants in you. When antioxidants neutralize free radicals by receiving or donating an electron, they do not become antioxidants themselves, because they are stable in their own form. So this information is invaluable to you for understanding the free radical rampage that's going on in your body. It's attributable to the loss of memory through Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease. You might have some eczema, pimples, yellow spots, or age spots, okay? Myocardial problems, high blood pressure, heart disease, okay? Gastritis, constipation, colon disease, cervical cancer, prostate cancer, hemorrhoids, arthritis, not to mention stroke, diabetes, chronic hepatitis, colitis, chronic lung congestion, poor immune system, allergic rhinitis, okay, acute respiratory disease, asthma, wow, glaucoma, and cataracts. All these diseases are caused by free radical damages. How many people think it's important to fight free radical damages? Okay, how many people would prefer to be sick and disease and sickness free by preventing these free radicals by using phytonutrient rich diets? That's the benefit, if you will. Phytonutrients extracts fight free radical damage and subsequent health issues. Okay, and this is from a U.S. government website. Pick up a copy of this PDF and go through it. Learn about the various types of phytochemicals and where they come from. Here are the list of phytochemicals from beans and seeds, from vegetables, from fruits and nuts. Well, the good news is, you see, when you start taking our products, we've got the strongest phytonutrients from these superfoods, which I'll be introducing to you in just a moment. Here you got Phytonutrients 101, if you will. This is a short video. You'll get a link to it. I'll send it out to the list and have it published for next week, but which explains to you the power of phytonutrients and how our food is depleted and we don't get it from our soil like we used to. I want you to realize, as we go through our classic 7 product, this is the foundational multi-botanical extract that's exclusive to XFuse. What they did was nothing short of revolutionary. Not only are they dealing with extract technology, which means their core products work a lot better because they're stronger, but each of these ingredients, which are the acai, the goji, the noni, the mangosteen, the gac, sea buckthorn, and fucodin. Now, it's interesting because there's companies built around each of these single focus products, and all of these, and there's many more than these, but all of these had gone on to over $500 million or $1 billion or more in annual sales. So these superfoods were combined with the powerful nutrition of 5 other potent ingredients, which are pomegranate, wild blueberries, grapeseed extract, and aloe vera. And the benefits include optimize. That's what you call having the best health possible. You'll feel better and you'll sleep much sounder. I'm only going to give you a little explanation, but if you look at acai, it may defend against heart disease, digestive problems, allergies, and autoimmune disorders, and it can promote weight loss. You know, the acai has been raved about in weight management. Benefits of goji, they call it, well, the happy berry. Improve the immune system, improve sperm production, improve circulation, reduce inflammation. That's where the pain goes away, okay? It's been used for thousands of years over in China, okay? The next one is noni. Some of you may have been in the noni company before. Tremendous health benefits. Now, when you take all of these together, not from concentrate, but from extract, the synergistic effect is just unbelievable. Benefits of mangosteen, allergies, anxiety, cancer, cataracts, chronic pain, depression, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, inflammation, irritable bowel syndrome, migraines, Parkinson's disease. Folks, this is unheard of, where you can take this all in one We're not making any health claims here. This is the research that's been done. Just look at PubMed for all these nutrients, if you will. This is just amazing when you can get it all in a very pleasant tasting juice. And then the GAC, okay? It contains the highest concentration of beta carotene of any known fruit or vegetable, 10 times as much as carrots. GAC help the eyes, burn skin problems and wounds, protect the tissues of the eyes. It's very important. Help to maintain good night vision and reduce blurriness. Chinese bitter cucumber, okay, 70 times more lycopene than tomatoes. So here, get yourself on our 7-in-1 as soon as possible. These phytonutrients are unparalleled in the industry. Then you got the sea buckthorn, may improve digestive, enhance heart and liver health, treat skin disorders, help ease arthritis pain, maintain healthy blood sugar levels, help ease itching of eczema, help with high blood pressure and high cholesterol, and aid in inflammation and rosacea. Now, you might not have any of these yet, these diseases, but if you don't want them, doesn't make sense to take stuff that's designed to help you treat them. All right, that's good for you. It's going to help beef up your immune system and keep you happy and healthy a lot longer. So you don't have to worry about going to the doctor so often, you know. And here's Fucodan. Seaweed has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for hundreds of years. Brown seaweed all have unique complex molecules called Fucodan. It's a dietary fiber that's full of amino acids and may benefit the body by burning fatty lipids like cholesterol and triglycerides, inhibiting the adaptogenesis, the process responsible for the creation of fatty acids, boosting the immune system. Well, you know, Fucodan has been proven in independently verified clinical trials to have suppressive and adaptic effects on enveloped viral diseases such as oral and genital herpes, HIV, hepatitis C and D. Wow! Independently verified clinical trials. Wow! This stuff is powerful. That's just totally amazing. When I went through this the first time, I realized that this is something special. Everybody else says they got the best superfood. Well, you know, I don't have to tell you that. I think you can see by the time you get done here, what you're looking at is just this class of functional foods. There's just nothing else like it on the marketplace. And then you got pomegranate, okay, which can decrease blood lipid and glucose level. It's good for diabetes, all right? More and more reasons to want to be on these products. And then you got pomegranate extract, more benefits. You got wild blueberries. You got grapeseed extract. I encourage you to download this and read it for yourself. You got 7 Pro Performance. It's got everything I just shared with you. All of those 7 superfoods and the 5 additional products, but they add astragalus and eleutherococcus. Take some time, go to PubMed or Google and ask them about astragalus and eleutherococcus. Fighting adrenal dysfunction with herbs. This is the basic core of tiredness, fatigue, and aging. If you can get to the root of that, you can feel like $1,000,000. And when you tell other people how you feel, they want to feel the same way. And they want to feel the same way too. Back in the 16th century, one man took on a tremendous project. Lu Qingyang, a pharmacologist and physician, wrote a volume manuscript. He covered 10,000 substances used to support health. But there was one herb that stood out. He said, I would rather take a handful of eleuthero than a cartload of gold and jewels. All right. Now, he's either a fool or he knows something that you don't know, that this herb is extraordinary. This is what we use to deal with stress. This is what the world-class athletes use to be at the peak of performance in the Olympics. And there's documentation and verification of that on our websites. But we take the performance seriously every day. And that's got the astragalus and eleutherococcus designed to deal with stress. Raise your hand if you got some stress in your life and you'd like to be able to deal with it naturally, and you'd like to have more energy and feel better. So you need to be on the 7 Pro product. And then it's good for adrenal function, all right? And then other supportive herbs. I won't take the time to go through this on our presentation this evening. I like to keep it to 30 or 40 minutes, but you need to be real with this. What we have here is very special. We do these seminars through the Lunch and Learn, through our transformational program. We educate and empower people about the benefits of these life-changing products. Fighting adrenal dysfunction with herbs. The antidepressive effect is part associated with its effect on monoamine oxidase and upregulation of HSP70. Now, I'm not sure what that is. I've got no clue. But here's a link to the research. This is all published stuff, folks. We're not writing a book here. We just put it all together better than anything I've ever seen in the marketplace. So that's why you want to be on these products, because you want to be healthy. And we're not going to go into the focus today. We'll do that on another hangout. But by now, I'm sure you can see that this product is pretty special. X-Fuse is pretty special. This team of leaders from Mark and Gio and Christina and all the other team leaders is really special. So what you need to do is get back to the person that invited you to this hangout, or click on the link below this video and just get started today. You can see all this 5, I actually put 8 videos up outlining the opportunity and showing you what our systems are comprised of over on Prosper Online with SNB.com. With that in mind, we're going to adjourn this hangout. We'll see you back here tomorrow evening at 8:30 for the team call. I'll broadcast out the number. We'll see you back Thursday night. There'll be a live stream out of Palm Beach, where there'll be a live presentation. It goes on every week. And then Eddie Freeman on Saturday morning, 11 a.m. for the team training call. See you on the next hangout next Tuesday. Be sure to be here and bring guests, because they'll be glad you invited them. Bye-bye for now.